know what a preprint is, but what is preprint peer review? And what's the difference between all of the different review services? Let's demystify preprint peer review. The traditional peer review process starts with the authors of a scientific manuscript submitting it to a journal. The editor might then send the manuscript to 3 or more peer reviewers. These reviewers mark up and comment on the manuscript, which gets sent back to the editor and then the authors. The authors must then satisfy the reviewer's demands and send the revised manuscript back to the journal, who then send it back out to the reviewers. Eventually, once the reviewers are happy, they approve the manuscript, which is then published as a research paper. This whole process occurs in an opaque manner and often takes between 4 to 6 months on average, but can take over a year before the work is made public. In contrast, a researcher can choose to submit their manuscript to a preprint server. The server will screen the preprint to prevent pseudoscience and any deeply problematic studies from appearing online. This usually takes 24 to 48 hours. Once approved, the preprint is available online, fully accessible to all. Once a preprint is online, it is available for multiple services to perform an evaluation of the work. This ranges from comments to social media to official preprint review services, each of which take a different approach to improving peer review. Once a preprint is online, it is available for multiple services to perform an evaluation of the work. This ranges from comments to social media to official preprint review services, each of which take a different approach to improving peer review. This is the biggest benefit of preprint peer review, as this enables experimentation with review approaches, free from the shackles of journals. The authors are free to decide to revise their preprint and upload a new version in response to this feedback. And there are currently around 20 different preprint review services that you can choose from. You can learn more about these by following the link on the screen. So what are some different approaches to improving peer review? Some services focus on efficiency, some on equity. Others widen the people who can participate in reviewing or expand what counts as a review. Let's take a look at some example preprint review services. PREreview is a platform that hosts preprint peer reviews. Run by an amazing team, this service is the leader in increasing equity in the peer review process. PREreview allows anyone with an ORCID ID to sign up and upload reviews of preprints and other outputs with a DOI. Researchers can also request a review of their preprint from the PREreview community. PREreview has a strong community focus and provides training to reviewers and institutions. This is the perfect platform for preprint review clubs, lab groups, and individual researchers performing reviews of preprints. PRELights is run by the Company of Biologists and has a significant focus on early career researchers. This service is less intensive review, more focused on highlighting interesting preprints as opposed to providing in-depth reviews. For students and postdocs wanting to take their first steps into the world of preprints, PRELights is the perfect opportunity. You get to choose the preprints you think are interesting and then highlight them on the PRELights website by writing a short news and views style article. So far, we've looked at services that prioritize community efforts. Review Commons is a preprint review service that aims to make the reviewing process more efficient and less wasteful. It does this by providing preprint authors with a centralized reviewing service. Authors submit their preprint to Review Commons, who then organize a peer review in a process very similar to traditional peer review. This provides authors with a peer review report. At the end of the process, authors can submit their preprint and the review report to a variety of partner journals. This helps to reduce some of the inefficiency and waste of traditional peer review. Peer Community In is similar to Review Commons, but also has the option of publishing the preprint in a Diamond Open Access PCI journal. Alternatively, authors can send their preprint and review package to partner journals. PCI is broken down into 20 different themes from archaeology to neuroscience. In 2024, eLife changed their model from that of a traditional journal to a preprint review service. In theory, any preprint that is submitted to eLife should be sent for review if the editor believes that they have the necessary reviewers to provide feedback. The preprint and reviews, whether positive or negative, are then posted on the eLife website along with an editorial assessment. If authors wish, they can revise their preprint and create a version of record with eLife. And this form of peer reviewing is increasing. Approximately 2% of the preprints are associated with a non-journal organised peer review. These reviewing experiments are still in their early stages, and it will take a little bit of time to gather data on how effective they are in their different approaches. Despite this, peer-reviewed preprints are gaining recognition, An increasing number of institutions formally recognise peer-reviewed preprints, including doctoral schools across France, EMBO, the Gates Foundation, the Navigation Fund, and more. Get involved with reviewing preprints yourself by signing up to PREreview and submitting reviews. Or, even better, turn your journal clubs into local preprint review clubs and submit the discussions to PREreview or as a comment on the preprint. If you're a preprint author, then submit your preprint to services such as Review Commons or Peer Community In.
If you want to learn more about preprints, then check out Rippling Ideas, an advocacy and consulting organisation led by the world-leading preprint experts with a people and evidence-driven approach that you won't find anywhere else. Head to ripplingideas.org to learn more about preprints and see even more resources. Sign up to our newsletter to keep up to date with our latest efforts and a monthly roundup of relevant news. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button below too.